Hey fellow tennis nerds, happy new year, happy 2023. I hope you will have a great one. 2022 was interesting, full of surprise tennis for me. But hopefully some growth and development also off the court. And right now it's a very busy period. I am testing lots of rackets. There are many models coming out around the time of the Australian Open. Please check out my previous videos about new rackets for next year. There will be a busy year for you tennis racket fans, or for you who are looking for your next racket. If you need help, go to tennisstar.net/help. Talking about new rackets, I just uploaded the Yonex V-Core 95 first impressions video review on my Patreon. So if you want to support Tennis Nerd and you want the latest before everyone else, go to patreon.com/tennisnerd. I really appreciate your support, and thank you all you patrons. You rock. Have you been watching the United Cup? This is the first year of this event. We'll see if it's the last. That's what happened with the ATP Cup, but maybe this one will stay. It's the mixed team tournament. I haven't been watching a lot. I've noticed some racket changes here and there. If you are curious, you can also check the Tennis Warehouse forums. They have a lot of stuff there. People are definitely watching the streams carefully, trying to figure out what is happening with different sponsorship changes in 2023. That time when the contract expires and you want to fish for more money, or you just need to find another sponsor. Maybe you're unhappy about something. But a switch to a brand, especially when it comes to rackets, is a big thing. So we'll be curious to follow some players who are making switches and see how that affects their results. I saw that Sonwon Kwon actually beat Dominic Thiem, losing only 5 games, and he did so with what looks like an ISO 98, but could be something else. So he has then gone from the head radical, it's a pro stock radical, to the Yonex, and we will see if that stays or if it's just like a testing period or whatever, because it's a blacked out frame. You might remember my videos in 2022. We had Christian Garin. He was going all over the place with rackets and ended up back with his radical in the end. We will see what happens to Kwon. We'll also see what happens to Dominic Thiem. He had a so-so year last year, as you know, and ended it a bit better, starting with a first round qualifier loss in Adelaide. It's not great, but you know, he has time to get going, and the clay court season will be exciting to follow. Do you have any favorite players you want to keep your eyes on for next year? And do you have any predictions or premonitions that you want to share? Please do so in the comments below. I've seen the Wilson Pro Staff 97 version 14. Jirele Heshka, for example, Petra Kvitova, they were both sporting that cosmetic. It's not the actual racket, of course, it's just a cosmetic. I don't really know the release date of that racket yet, but I'm very curious about it, want to test it, but maybe Tennis Warehouse Europe can help me with that. I still have to test the new Wilson Shift, which is back in Malta, so I hope to get that over here somehow. Besides Sonwon Kwon, we have Guy Monfils, who is testing Roger's shoes, the own Roger. We have Jensen Brooksby, who seems to be in between frames. I saw him with the white out from Solinko, but now they had some pictures where he is using Dunlop, so I don't know what's going on there. Most likely he will make a change from his Wilson blade, but he might not in the end. I don't know his contractual situation, so that's just guessing game at this point. And if you look at the ATP Tour website, Daniel Medvedev is playing with black strings. He's usually using Racer Code White. Now it might be Racer Code Black or something else. It's hard to know, but he is trying something for sure. So it's always curious to see how that will work out for him in the upcoming year. There will be weekly podcasts in 2023. We'll try to ramp up the tempo there, trying to follow the tour, but also do some interesting interviews with people in the industry. So watch that space. Please subscribe to the Tennis Nerd podcast on iTunes, Spotify, whatever. There will be upcoming reviews of Bolt rackets. This one in the background there. The new V-Cores, new radicals from Head. First impressions, as always, on my Patreon, patreon.com/Tennis Nerd, but there will also be things on YouTube and tennisnerd.net. So thanks to all of you who follow, who like and support. If you don't subscribe, please do so, costs nothing and it helps the channel. I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a nice New Year's Eve, nice 2023, and most importantly, don't forget to play some tennis.